Welcome back. So, in this episode, I would like to focus on exploring the importance of classic cinema from my point of view, taking into consideration one movie that I particularly have in mind since, for a few years now, because it's shaped my coming out of age time, but also it changes with me and developing with me as I'm going into different stages of my life. So I forgot. I have recording here the voice. The Adam's Apples. I don't know if you heard about this movie. It's a Danish movie that is based, universal more than Danish, but it's a Danish movie directed by Anders Thomas Jensen. At its core, this film delves into human condition, faith, and inherent struggle between the good and evil. You don't have to be, so let me just put some things clear, that you don't have to be a believer or think that religious is important, stuff like that. Although it touches upon those topics, it's not necessarily the main theme. It's more about good and evil fight externally in the world and internally, as we all struggle to fight with the good and evil day-to-day basis. So it's more about this universal topic, but it doesn't have to be only read through that perspective, okay? I don't know if I made myself clear, but follow through its intricate narrative and rich symbolism. Adam's Apples offers viewers a unique and poignant cinematic experience that resonates on a universal level. So this is the main argument and my thesis. Considering that film and considering the next series of films that I'm gonna analyze from the perspective of me seeing them as classic movies that everyone should watch. The central symbol that in central the universe of the world created within the movie itself is apple tree. Apple tree, as we all know, has a very rooted connection with the fruit of evil. Yes, this is the metaphor for the temptation, that basically the struggle that defines humans as humans. Yes, inherent flaws of humanity that come through that. Let me just interest you what's the movie about, okay? Because I didn't really say that at the beginning. Dark humor, profound themes, rich symbolism, thought-provoking experience that stays with you. You know, you need to process some stuff after the movie, so it's really nice to detach yourself from the outside world, just trying to sit with the themes, sit with the topics that were portrayed and that taught you. The story is set in a rural church, in a village, I would say, where an unlikely group of characters converge, meaning they are people from completely different worlds. There's a neo-Nazi named Guy that you will know who I'm talking about, named Ivan, an optimistic pastor that is overwhelmingly optimistic. Not in some ways, his spirit is almost sarcastic, ironic, childish as he approaches life, and it's a very interesting character. named Adam, the pastor. The film mainly explores the timeless struggle between good and evil, faith and nihilism. Everyone will feel connected to this movie. It's a really good movie. Just watch it, okay? The story reveals as Ivan is tasked with caring for the Adams for the church's apple tree during his community service, as he just was released from prison. Series of not unfortunate, but this word also matches the experience throughout the movie. Unfortunate and unexpected events keep unfolding, and they lead to a poignant and existential journey that challenges viewers to confront their own beliefs about morality, redemption, and human condition. With its compelling narrative and universal themes, is a must-watch for everyone seeking a film that offers both entertainment and profound philosophical insights. Yeah, does it sound intellectualizing stuff? Yes, might be. But it's the truth, and maybe it's not the best written description, but I didn't want to give too much spoilers, and it's really hard not to give spoilers to this movie, as it's every scene is there on purpose. Every character, even sarcastic, even optimistic, in a wrong way of understanding things and seeking the truth, accepting the God's will, and not necessarily this topic only, lies within the explorations of human condition. And I think cinema that tries to reveal, unfold, and explore these topics are the fundament for our existence, for our experience, and for our change in humanity. This is basically what I think this type of cinema is important to explore, regardless of your views, regardless of your experience, regardless of your interests. Everything connects and roots in this genre. Let's say existential films, classical ones. Yes. Later on, you will see why I call these films classical, although they're, from the outside perspective and cinema-wise, critics-wise, they're not seen as classic movies, but everybody's opinion counts. Yeah, if you can make it argumentative, if you can make it clear what's your point in this, then I think you can, I don't want to use fight, because fight is not a good word in this context, but confront different views, especially considering cinema. Let's dive a bit more into the symbolism of this movie, why this symbolism is working on a universal level. As I mentioned, the central symbol is a tree, which is, I think, one of the most obvious on one point, but on the other side, it's hard to play fair with those topics, trying to really counterbalance the eternal struggles of humanity and highlighting the hope and despair of pastors and the even cynicism towards the experiences pastor represents the good, but also in a dark humor way good. This juxtaposition of Ivan's belief in nihilism, unwavering faith of the church's pastor Adam adds depth into the exploration of human conditions. The film plays on the verge of these two. And I think dark humor helps a lot when trying to dive more into those topics, a way of communicating, but acknowledging we all struggle with these things. This is universal. That's why we just want to add a spice into the pot and mix it in a way that it is playful, it is intelligent. The humor there is a specific humor, yes, I agree. It's also thought-provoking because it cannot be seen, it cannot be understood literally, and the pleasure that the catharsis that we experience during this kind of screenings, they bring the best and the worst parts out of us, because either way we're connecting with some characters, with some struggles. There is connection on a deeper level, which without dark humor wouldn't be possible. That's why dark humor is so important. You don't have to appreciate that. It's still a way, and one of the best ways, to communicate the ideas through exploring not the dark sides, because the bright sides also, but the struggles within us, the symbolic fractions of the movies. Yes, it's also important to acknowledge that every movie adapts their characters to a certain archetypic character movement, character development. The sociological perspective, exploring microorganisms and mechanisms working within society. Yeah, what brings us together, what brings us apart, what do we value, what do we do not value, in which direction we want our life going, what are our beliefs, if we have beliefs, because yeah, everyone has beliefs. Even if you don't think so, then you part of the system. In this movie, there are broader archetypes within society that it's very closely put together. You know, these kind of people are like a rock. They're hard to change. Within the age, it happens with everyone, but some people are more flexible and more open to other people's opinion, to different experiences. But in this movie, we have representation of either innate goodness and resilience of the human spirit in the character of Adam, and the depravity and the darkness that exists within the humanity that is represented by Ivan. The importance about those two, at one point you understand you are both of these characters and they reside and are alive within you and are acting, revealing through your actions and through your thoughts. Basically, the body and the soul and the mind, which make us human. The interaction throughout the film between different characters serve as a microcosm of eternal struggle of light and dark. There's a constant clash between those characters in the movie. They pose profound questions about morality, free will, and the nature of existence. The meditation that this movie enables you to experience, the screening, is unspeakable. I'm just gonna leave you with this thought. Adam's apples reminds us of the importance of confronting our own demons, finding redemption, embracing the inherent goodness that is within us and that is within others, even if they don't acknowledge that. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave you with this thought, and we're gonna explore other topics in new episodes. Yeah, I cannot wait, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please subscribe, watch me on YouTube, listen to me on Spotify. Yeah, just a bit of self-promotion here. And follow me on Instagram, and see you soon. I cannot wait.